Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right, welcome back to another episode of Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy Suns fan Randy, and I got some shit that I got to say. First things first, good, bad, or indifferent. The Suns is gonna always beat the Clippers. That's just it seemed like that's just what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta call a spade a spade. Whenever it comes to us playing the Clippers, we always gonna whoop from Clipper ass. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little bit in jeopardy tonight. I feel like the last couple times we played them, like it's well, I think Halloween we might have just blew them out, but opening night, I know that shit was close. Tonight was close, but good, bad, or indifferent, we always gonna beat the Clippers. So that's something we could bank on. But I can't wait to go to work tomorrow just so I can rub it in the Clipper fans. I know at work face, but I want to start off by saying this. If there's some people on the team that if they don't want to play, then I feel like, Bud, you need to grow a pair of nuts and just be like, all right, I'm gonna have you on the bench. Just like you could see, like Ty Lue. I don't know if anybody else noticed that Kawhi didn't play in that fourth, like that last, I want to say six, seven. Like Tyronn Lue seen, oh, Kawhi ain't on shit tonight. He's not playing. He's not contributing to this. He's not on the floor. Like he's on bullshit tonight. So nah, dog. Like you don't need to be. You hurting us more than you helping us. So that's I wish maybe I get it because Bud is this his first year in Phoenix, or just like coaches in general, where it's just like a lot of coaches is walking on eggshells and shit like that. So like I said, I'm not gonna speak on that too much, but if some people don't want to play, then they shouldn't be on the floor. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, man. So we had a decent game from everybody tonight. One thing I will say is that I appreciate that everybody played tonight like they gave a fuck. You know what I mean? They came out like they gave a fuck. They hung in there. They I feel like withstood the Clippers' best punch and was just right there with them an entire night. Took a 13-point lead, smoked that 13-point lead in the fourth quarter, and that kind of pissed me off. And I'm looking more so at Devin Booker because Devin Booker went cold in that second half. Um, and the thing that pissed me off the most was just like the thing I've been saying about Booker all year and just like throughout his whole career, kind of where it's just like when we need him the most, like why do he always do this to us? Like when we need him to show up the most, he disappeared. You know what I'm saying? We needed him the most in this fourth quarter because if you was watching the game, you could see like KD hurt his hand doing whatever the fuck he was doing, like late in that fourth quarter. So I'm like, oh shit, like KD, he hit a little turnaround jumper, but that was it. But I was looking more so to Book, like, all right, like KD is not he, you know what I'm saying? He hurt right now. So you might have to carry and just finish the game out for us. But Book, for whatever strange reason, just disappear. So it's just that's just we just gotta accept him for who he is at this point in his career. This is year 10. So it is what it is. He finished 9 of 21, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and no bullshit. The more that I'm watching the Suns, the more I'm like we're leaving at least 16 to 20 points. And it took Nick Richard for us to kind of like really expose it, but we're leaving 16 to 20 points a night like off the board just if we could get the ball in the paint in regards to if Book could throw a lob to Mason Plumlee. Like I was watching it the whole time because the way that they was playing the covers that they was playing him, that Harden and Zubac was playing him in, Plumlee was wide open. And if Book could throw a lob, that's at least 10 points. At least 10 points just off of the dump off. Just like, oh, play it down and he in the drop. Let me just tip it up right there just so you can get it and then dunk it every time. So, and like I said, Nick Richards is kind of exposing that just by getting tips and just finishing around the rim and being able to like, you know what I'm saying, roll to the rim hard and just finish, you know? So, but like I said, every night it's at least 15 to 20 points that should be in the paint. So we need to figure out a way, like Bud, the coaching, they need to figure out a way to kind of unlock that or get that 20 points every single night. But Mason Plumlee finished with donut, like I said. Um 6 rebounds. Nick Richards finished with 6 points, seven rebounds, and I like him on the floor. Like he was a minus 16 on the night, but and with 4 fouls. But I feel like yeah, no, we could have. I want to say after halftime, like that was it. Like he didn't play at all. And I would have liked to see him kind of close out the game only because I say I like Nick Richards because how he changes what we can do defensively. For whatever reason, when Nick Richards is out there, everybody feels more comfortable like to press up and guard up, knowing that they got somebody that can at least challenge the shot at the rim or that can get back and hustle back and grab the board and shit like that. So I like the way that we play perimeter defense when Nick Richards is in the game. So that's why I just like I said, I'd rather see him play the majority of the minutes than not. You know what I'm saying? But Mason Plumlee played 26. Maybe we could have went Oso tonight. Maybe this could have been an Oso game. But like I said, it's not really on the bigs. It's more so on like we got to be able to unlock the bigs and give them the ball. Like realistically, like I'm looking at Tyus Jones, like I said, to unlock that lob pass down there in the post. But to be honest, we don't give him the ball, so we don't let him do his job either. But KD had a decent night, knocked his threes down when we needed them, some timely threes, finished with 24 points. Hopefully, he's not hurt long term. Hopefully, he's not out 4, 5, 6 games. Hopefully, it was just a little something that he can bounce back. And I forgot, I think our next game is what Wednesday or something like that. So we gonna need him. We're gonna need him down the stretch right before, you know what I'm saying? We right there in the standings. If you look at the standings, we not too far. You know what I'm saying? Like we right in reach to be able to bust a move and get out of this plan. But Grayson Allen hit some timely threes tonight, and I feel like to me the players of the game or the MVPs of the night for me was Royce O'Neal for whoever whatever strange reason just he didn't play in the second half, but to me, it felt like he had 8 steals. You know what I'm saying? He finished with 4, but it felt like he had 8. It felt like he was just tipping every pass, you know what I'm saying? Poking the ball out every time he got a chance and shit like that. So if it wasn't for Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen, I don't think we win this game. You know what I'm saying? And we're that's a bad spot to be if we're leaning on Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal to have like historic nights for us to be like at least competitive. So but shout out to the Clippers, man. I appreciate Ty Lue, you know what I'm saying, making the adjustments and he made adjustments on defense. Harden, to me, every time I watch the Clippers, the only thing I don't like, but I guess like you gotta accept at this point, is that Harden cut it on whenever he want to. And typically, like he knows when to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta give credit when it's due. He know when to cut it on and when to attack and when to, you know what I'm saying, draw fouls or when to score and shit like that, when to be aggressive. So he did that tonight and chopped down that lead essentially by itself. Like him and Zubac essentially like brought him back in the game. But yeah, but shout out to Kevin Porter because if it wasn't for him, I don't think we would have took that 13-point lead. So Terrence Mann got some burn randomly. That was crazy. Mo Bamba got some burn. It's crazy over there right now. But I feel like it's a good dub, and the only reason I'm really happy is because the Clippers are the number one defense in the league. So, you know what I'm saying? For us to do what we did tonight against the number one defense in the league, like you know what I'm saying? You got a little bit to smile about. You can grin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not don't jump out the window, but you could, you know what I'm saying? Like when they give a fuck, when they wanna play, they could do something. But till next time, man. Peace.